Hey, good people. As always, I'm presenting a topic that is near and dear to my own developmental heart. So this week I'm talking about fantasy and illusion. So if you are the child of addiction, if you're a codependent, you probably know a whole lot about the creation of fantasy and illusion in your life. Keeps you going. And why do we do it? Well, we do it for a whole host of reasons. For me personally, it's escape from reality. It's a way to ignore knowing what the truth actually is. In the whole realm of dating and exploring that, I've dubbed it the pink haze, right? So it can look like, going on one date with someone and then imagining what it would be like to be married with them. It would be creating business and pleasure with them, with very, very little actual tangible evidence to support the fantasy. So primarily we do stuff like this. We create the illusion. Sorry about that. We create the illusion and the fantasy to keep from being in the present moment. And just in the realm of dating and what that might look like is, someone is late, or they show up with alcohol on their breath, or if they are wildly inconsistent, we create fantasy to prevent ourselves from actually knowing what is. And so how do we negate that? How do we look at that? How do we stop doing it? We fall in love with brutal honesty. It's not easy. To give up our fantasies, to give up our illusions, is to give up our preconceived notion of what security actually is. And the good news is that you can actually have security. The bad news is that nobody can provide that for you but you. I don't care if you are married. I don't care if you have children. I don't care if you have wonderful parents. Nobody can give you a sense of security but you for you. So another way to look at this, especially if you've got repeating patterns in your life where you keep choosing the same addictive partners, or people who disappoint you, or jobs that lay you off, whatever that might be and however that looks in your life, is to really begin to contemplate, how did I create that? Why did I create that? Why do I continue to lean into abandonment, rejection, disappointment, hurt? Because there's answers in your body to some of those questions. And when you've been pretty beaten up, metaphorically or literally, from a young age, especially in an environment with addiction and abuse, those are really familiar feelings and sensations in the body. So if we can identify them and locate them and even celebrate them and accept them, we start to create distance between that and what we could actually choose that might be different. So it's a bit complicated, but the body is a pretty good place to begin to tangibly identify hurt and pain, suffering, especially repeated patterns. So take a look at all that. Fall in love with brutal honesty with yourself. And the second step is identifying it in your body and where you lean into those feelings of discomfort, pain. And from there, you can actually begin to make new choices. A new day will dawn miraculously. It's not a one and done type of process. This is a thing we do over and over again in recovery. But if you need some support, I'm here for you. Otherwise, ciao for now.